Hi there, Capricorn. How are you guys doing? Really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Anisa from the Inner Stereo. So this is going to be your love messages. It's a general reading, so the roles might get reversed or it may or may not resonate with you. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link down in the description box below for the extended and personal reading with me, okay? Okay, in this reading, Capricorn, it's going to be a you versus them format. We're going to be looking at your overall energy, your challenges, past, present, future from both parties, and we're going to clarify them. And I'm also going to be pulling some advice card for you by the end of the session, okay? Okay, so in your overall energy, you have the Six of Swords in reverse, and in your overall challenges, you have the Justice. There's something here that you've been trying to move to calmer water to, things that you've been trying to kind of like escape, mentally speaking, but I feel that you're having a little bit of a hard time in doing so. We're going to clarify in a moment. What is challenging you is you have the Justice here in reverse. I feel that you guys feel there is a certain unfairness or injustice that is happening within this connection. Now, in the past, you have the Page of Cups and also the Hermit. From this person's side, they have the Nine of Wands and also the Nine of Pentacles. I feel that you're dealing here with somebody who's very much focused on themselves. You're dealing with somebody here who's focused on their financial stability, their financial freedom, their sense of indulgence. So you might be seeing this person indulging themselves by a lot. But I feel that when it comes to this connection, this person is having a little bit of a hard time in trusting it. Although from your side, though, you have the Page of Cups and also the Hermit. I feel that in the past, you guys were being very vulnerable. I kind of like really love the energy of Page of Cups because it's when you're so in love with someone that, and it's the very genuine kind of love, you know what I mean? The Page of Cups is the kind of love that I would call like Cinta Membabi Buta, where you became very romantic, where you became very like, you know, like you kind of like want it just like this person becomes your muse, and this person was your muse for quite a while, and you're being very like nurturing towards it. You were being very optimistic about it and all of that. But I feel that due to the fact that this person was very much focusing a lot more on themselves, you felt the need to self-preserve. You felt the need to distance yourself and start asking questions to yourself about whether or not this is something that is healthy, whether or not this is something that is safe for you. Now, in the present moment, you have the Emperor and you also have the High Priestess. From this person's side, they have the Judgment and they also have the Three of Wands. I feel that in this present moment, you guys have very much focused on your goals and your plans. I feel that right now there is a goal that you want to do and it has nothing to do with this connection at all. I feel that when it comes to this connection or when it comes to your romantic department in general, it's a bit similar with the Sagittarius reading. So you could be dealing with the Sagittarius here where you're in this energy of like, I'm not looking, but my eyes are open. You know, like I'm going to maybe entertain, I'm going to open myself up, but I'm not really going to be deciding on anything. You know, I'm just going to look, I'm just going to see, I'm just going to observe here while I am taking care of my business or while I'm taking care of the things that I want to be pursuing, my own goals. Now, from this person's side, I feel that this person is kind of like quite waiting for you to do something about it though. There is a chapter that is ending and there's a decision here that this person is making or wanting to be making, but they're just kind of like quite passive. They just want to wait for you to do something about it. We're going to clarify. Now, in the future, Eight of Wands and Six of Cups from your side. From this person's side, they have the Star and they also have the Magician. I feel that this person sees you as their wish fulfillment, and this could be somebody new though. We're going to clarify later on. But this person really believed that both of you and them have what it takes to build on something that is great. And I feel that this is going to take you by surprise, receiving that kind of like communication or receiving that type of passion from this person. But it also activated what was activated in the past, which is the Six of Cups, where you feel good. You know what I mean? Let's clarify. Okay, I want to clarify the Judgment and the Emperor. Oh, so that hopeless romantic, that energy of the Page of Cups is still there from you. It is still there, but it's hidden. Because right now you're just like, I'm going to be focusing on myself. From this person's side, judgment, clarify about the Hermit, the Page of Swords, and also the Empress. They're wondering, like, why? Why you suddenly, shut down? Why you suddenly distance yourself? Why you suddenly isolate yourself? And I feel that this person at this present moment is observing you by a lot. And this person is kind of like quite inviting. So there's a little bit of an energy of them doing something to invite you to do something that you usually do to them. Let's see the Three of Wands and the High Priestess. Three of Pentacles, the Star, and the Ten of Swords. Let's see the High Priestess. Because right now you're questioning this connection, aren't you? You like where you're at right now, where you feel that, mentally, although I still think about it, but emotionally I'm much more secure. I am in a safer place than I was before because I was really vulnerable in the past and I got hurt. And now you're like, I'm not really sure whether or not I should be the Queen of Cups, whether I should, allow myself to be vulnerable again, allow myself to have a very deep emotional talk with this person. So you're just much more in the energy of like, I'm just going to observe this, not going to decide on anything. I really want to see whether or not I could trust this. And this person right now, though, they're in the energy of like really, really wanting to work on this because they feel that you are their wish fulfillment. The way that you make them feel in the past was so good to a point where they kind of like want to repeat it again. And I feel that in the present moment, there's a much more level of engagement that they would like to be doing to you. So if you find this person being very passive in the past, this person is going to be much more proactive in the now or in the future. But they do really want to work on it, but it's more about them wanting to invite you to work on it so that they could work on it. You know what I mean? So, okay, let's clarify the future. I'm going to clarify the Star and the Eight of Wands. Ace of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. Let's see the Eight of Wands from your side. Okay, so for most of you, because I was asking question, is this someone you have the Ten of Pentacles? So I think for 80% of you, we could be talking about someone that is completely brand new here, where you're going to be finding somebody here who there's going to be like this crazy instant attraction that is happening between the both of you that makes you question. Like, I feel that this person is, now they're going to be much more into you than you are into them. And they're going to make it known. Because they see your worth from the get-go. You know what I mean? And it's going to take you by surprise. But it's just going to make you feel pleased. Let's clarify the Magician and also Six of Cups. If you're not open to date someone new, wait. Let me clarify the rest. Oh, okay. So if you're not if you're not opening to somebody new, like now the chaser become the chased. The pursuer become the pursued. Because I feel that in the past, they were the one who was hesitant, right? In the future, you're going to be the one that is hesitant about it. Because although it will make you feel very pleased, the sexual chemistry is crazy in this one, but you're not really sure whether or not you would like to have the Ten of Cups with this person. There's something also about them wanting to impress you. So it's either you could see them I don't know, doing something with their hair or with their face or doing something with their work, like something that they know it's going to impress you because they would like to get like your appreciation or your validation to see like, look, Capricorn, I'm actually kind of like quite worthy of you. You know, it's a very performing act to get noticed kind of energy. It's going to take you by surprise, this one. Although it's going to make you be like a bit confused because you're a bit taken aback. Like, I wasn't expecting this, but I wasn't expecting this, but yeah, hell yeah, you know what I mean? Like, okay, let's go. But I'm not going to decide on anything right now, but okay. Okay, let's pull some advice card for you here, Capricorn. But there is justice and also the Chariot. All major arcana. So I feel that this week is going to be very, very interesting for you, and also next week, because everything is very, very divinely guided. I feel that the universe here really, really want you to get in touch with yourself in your masculine and your feminine energy, where you're supposed to bring about some sort of balance here. So every time you deal with a situation, you think of it from, you know, sometimes people say that look at it from a bigger picture. I think this is not the case for you. You got to look at it from the smaller picture. You got to look into the details about whether or not we're compatible for one another. Whether or not, because Capricorns are usually very, very grounded, right? But when you make a decisions based on your impulses, and when you're making a decisions based on reasoning that is not so grounded, it gets you to a place where you don't want to be in. You know what I mean? It gets you to a place where you're like, oh, now I'm in a rut. Like, why did I allow myself to do this? And it's going to make you kind of like beat yourself a little bit harder. The advice here has a lot to do with, yeah, follow your heart, but also at the same time, look at the smaller prints, look at the smaller pictures. What does this entail? What if I were to return with this person, or what if I'm dealing with this person? What does this mean? You know what I mean? Are we actually compatible? Do we have values that are aligned? Do we have a lifestyle that are aligned? Do we share the same goals? What is required for me to do to make this relationship happen? Is this person were to be trusted? Will this person looks good on me in public? Like, will this person be an embarrassment, or will this person will, you know, stuff like that. Like think in a smaller pictures rather than, you know, people tend to see it like, look at it from a bigger picture, and like, no, look at it in a smaller prints. It's going to save you like a lot of time, a lot of heartbreaks, a lot of pain from heartbreaks. I mean, save you from that, and a lot of you having to dig yourself out of a rut, basically. Because I feel that with the Chariot here, you know what you want. You know the destination and the direction in which you want to go to. You know the smaller prints that I'm talking about what is it that you want in your life and what is it that you're looking for in a partner. You know that, okay? All right, so I think that is it for my reading for you here, Capricorn. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you guys been looking for, and I'll see you on the extended, okay? Bye, guys. Have a great day. I love you.